Hey guys, what's up? It's DJ Sienna Chanel, and you're here watching the Circuit, and I'm here actually with this amazing artist, Mr. Isam Sharif. How are you?
I'm great.
Good. Show everybody this dope jacket that you did yourself.
It's a Vaca Vera, Isam Sharif, and Delilah Vera collaboration.
Very fly, very fly. So just so all my Circuit viewers know, Isam Sharif is right here from Jersey as well, and he does this amazing artwork. We can see a piece of it behind us. So just as you can see, kind of behind us, we do a lot of things that have to do with celebrities. What is the premise of all this?
Well, I mean, I guess as a child, all of us being, how old are you?
How old am I?
How old are you?
Child, we don't say that for the Circuit people.
Okay,
Circuit, I'm alive. That's what y'all need to know.
I guess in my era growing up, I was definitely an MTV generation, BET generation. So pop culture was just always around me.
Right.
So like a lot of times when you're just a kid at home and you're just watching TV, these were the people that you looked up to. So for me, when I started doing my artwork, it was always pop culture, always celebrity driven, because I think there's a lot to be said about how we as a community, as a society, obsess over celebrity. And there's a great opportunity to use celebrity to tell a bigger story and send a bigger message. So I think when you do something like that and you bring all of those together, people pay attention and they listen. So it's kind of like medicine and candy.
That's a good way to put it. So something like this whole idea of Black Boy, that's on the back of your shirt as well. We see something with President Obama. You have things with Kanye, Malcolm X, so Emmett Till even. What's the idea behind that, especially in light of all of the crazy things that's going on in the world when it comes to race right now?
Well, I had to do a lot of work. A lot of my own self-evaluation. When I did Iyanla Fix My Life, it kind of like opened up a whole nother chapter to my life and opened my eyes in a whole nother way. Kind of one of the reasons why you see everything is a focus on the eyes. So it was like, I had a conversation with Iyanla and it was like, you got to think about it, Isam. When you have moments when you're angry, when you're sad, when you're upset, you have to realize that you step out of yourself for a moment. And who steps in is that child that was hurt at that moment. So a lot of times you're seeing things from a child's perspective. A lot of times when you're speaking from a child's perspective. And it isn't even making sense.
That's amazing insight. That's really good.
You'll hear yourself and you'll go, that makes no sense.
Right.
And so I knew it wasn't just my story. I knew it was a lot of other men's story. And so I wanted to focus on men who I knew had troubling childhoods and made something of themselves. You know what I mean? So that was the idea behind Black Boy. And plus it was also a tribute to Richard Wright's book Black Boy, which he had the same kind of story. So I wanted to combine all of them together and make up this wonderful show.
Yes, this wonderful show. Speaking of wonderful shows, well, really quickly, I love this piece back here. This I can't say it on the air, but that piece there.
Uckery.
All right, Uckery. What do you do a lot of things with these like cigarette ideas too? What's that all about? Because I saw the one out there that's Grace Jones, correct? And it says "Think So Good."
Heavy,
so what does that have to do with it?
I used to be a heavy cigarette smoker and a heavy drinker. And it was really about the idea of perception versus reality and smoke and mirrors. And so I always kind of like use broken mirrors because I like that idea from something shattered, piecing yourself back together, and always it being reflective where you can actually look at the art and see yourself in the art and then do some self-reflection. That's
awesome. I didn't even realize that was what all of that had to do with it, and now that I know, I'm gonna see myself in it too. Yeah. That's great. That's great. So I know you mentioned something about Iyanla Fix My Life. Yeah. You could just tell our viewers at the Circuit a little bit about that, and you've been all over the place, so we're gonna do a couple of those little conversations. But Iyanla, you can start with first.
In last year I got a phone call from someone saying that he was my brother. He was way older than me, and he said he was my father's firstborn. My father said he never had any other children, and we always had issues, me and my other brother, about the fact that my father wasn't in neither one of our lives. So when this other guy came into the picture, we were just kind of like, and then I heard that there might be a younger sibling, and so I said, listen, this is bigger than me. I don't even know what to do with you contacting me. I'm calling Iyanla.
Yeah, right? She fixes everybody's lives, so she figures she can fix this too, right?
I sent the email next week.
Wow.
Just like that.
Wow.
And it was just I needed to do it because I was already getting myself there. I was already doing my own work. Like I try to do it through my artwork, through just different ways of expressing myself and thinking and like seeking therapy and doing that. So I was already getting to the point where I was about to be able to say, you know, it's out of my hands. I understand it now. I'm not angry anymore. And so this was like the final step. And
it was beneficial, this situation.
It was beneficial for me, like crazy. It just changed how I looked at people. You know what I mean? Because I had issues with not just relationships, not just with adults, with men. I had issues with myself. And so it just kind of like changed how I looked at everything and saw the world around me.
That's awesome. So Iyanla actually does fix lives. So that's really good. Also, you were on Queen Latifah, I believe. What was that situation about as well?
Well, me and the Owens family go way, way, way back. Her mom used to be my art teacher.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, her mom has been ill and she almost lost her life. And so I remember when I got the phone call, they were like, you need to go to Beth Fisher, you need to see Miss Owens. She's really, really sick. And this might be your last chance to see her. And so, you know, it was just another time that I got a chance to say thank you to somebody while they were here and not regret the fact that I never got a chance to say thank you. Look at what you helped shape. You know, all this storytelling, all this artwork.
She's your art teacher.
It came from like the tools she gave me at an early age, and I mean it was a dope experience. I mean to get flown anywhere for free.
On top
of that, and have someone with your name.
That was cool.
To drive you, and you know all that, and just to be able to say thank you to somebody was just amazing.
That was good. So yes, you're an artist. You've been on Iyanla, Queen Latifah. You've been doing like internet, YouTube things for a long time. You know we go back for a little while now, and now you have this amazing situation that's doing really well. The
gentleman
of New Jersey, right? So gentleman, right? And I've been hearing a little bit of buzz about all of this. You're doing interviews. You're going all over the place with this as well. So tell us a little bit about the Gentleman of New Jersey.
Well, the Gentleman of New Jersey is about 4 men. 4 gay black men, men of color in New Jersey who are like really like in a transition of like getting their footing straight, you know, moving their lives in a better direction and really trying to make something of themselves and really be the gentlemen that they were intended to be and the strong men that they're supposed to be. And so yeah, we're like right now maybe 3rd episode, 4th episode in, but it's been doing really, really well, getting a lot of attention online, and so hopefully the stories that get told, you know, they serve a purpose. And it's not just ratchet TV for ratchet TV's sake.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask. I have this like love-hate, well, more so like a hate-hate relationship of reality shows. I'm not a big fan because I just feel like that's what it really promotes is so much ratchetness. So that idea, I like the idea that the premise of it is to show these guys on their, you know, path of trying to be the gentleman that they intended to be. So is that something that you guys are focusing on, or is it really more about the ratchet stuff?
This is what it was for me, because I was definitely one of the co-producers of it. It was when you don't see yourself on TV, as opposed to complaining about it, you change it. You put yourself in a position where you can show another side of things. And you know, we all fall victim to being fans of reality TV, whether you hate it, you love it. It's on TV all the time, so you can't help but see it. So it was really like, how do we do that while still having some really good meat in there that tells a really deep story? Because most of the time it's just like these women, men, they get in a group and they give them an activity to do together and just watch the drama unfold.
Exactly.
It was really about everyone already had their own individual dramas. How do we then support each other to get out of that and then grow into something bigger and better? That's what I went into it with. I don't know what anyone else went into it with, but that was what sold me on wanting to do it.
Right. Okay, so all of this is going on in your life. What do you have coming up next? I mean, I know there's shows getting ready to be started. I got the art exhibit coming.
I'm writing a film.
Okay. Can you tell us anything about the film? Or
the film will be, you know, I've always loved Love Jones.
That's
one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies. It was just a really, really smart movie. And like, we don't see too many smart films with actors of color. Right. And so it was about, how do I wrap my mind around doing something like that without it being just another, like, you stole basically Love Jones. I don't want to steal Love Jones. I want to create something different from my perspective. And my life is filled with many different people. Gay, straight, black, white. It's a mix of everything, and that's what I want to see represented in the film. Not it just being, so this is a black film, or this is a, you know, whatever kind of film. It was just, this is life. Right. And so like, and I want to tell, like, I kind of wanted to manifest my love story so that maybe I could manifest it in real life. In real life. And so I kind of like wanted to create my own love story in the midst of everything that I've been trying to do. So I'm working on that. Working on a play. Yes.
tell us really quickly too. I'm sorry, Circuit people. He's also a stage actor as well.
That's
so
it.
yeah. So tell them about that. You can tell us about both at the same time.
Well, I got the chance to do the casting for a play called Look Upon Our Lowliness. It was done in Harlem, and the producer saw it and he loved it, and he was like, I have to do this in Jersey. And so I got on board with doing the casting, and I just found a character that I really connected to, and I was like, this is me. He's an artist, he's a dancer, he does this. And he was like going through his own emotional transition. And I was like, I didn't cast myself. I cast someone else. They didn't like him. And then the producer was like, I think you should do it.
Wow.
And so I just sunk my teeth into it. You know, I graduated, from the school of the acting school of Janet Jackson.
Okay.
So
Janet, good old Janet, right?
I was like, oh,
your inner Janet.
This is my for colored boys moment. And I'm about to be like, oh,
you stupid.
Save your star.
You better stop it.
Right? I was ready. But you know, after I did that, it was really just about learning the process of, you know, I've done some play work before, but I really wanted to like sink my teeth in it and really see the whole process so that I can write and produce my own the following year. So I got that in the project that I'm gonna work on. I don't want to have too much things going on because I don't want to be one of those people that have a million things going on and nothing gets done. Like I definitely have them all lined up, and then plus my YouTube channel. I have a whole new slew of videos that are gonna be coming out in the new year. One of them being Gay Code, which is doing really, really well. So yeah, that's the next best thing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So again, guys, Circuit viewers, I'm here with Isam Sharif. He's right from New Jersey, y'all. So if you ever want any amazing artwork or a play or whatever it is that he does, you just want somebody to come to your stuff and he looks really fly, make sure you check him out. Isam, tell our viewers at the Circuit how they can find you and find all of these amazing things.
You can find me at Isam Sharif on Instagram, Isam Sharif on YouTube, Isam Sharif on Facebook. I mean, Isam Houston. I mean, my name is Isam Sharif Houston or Isam Sharif Houston. So look up either one of them. Google it.
Google
I mean, I don't like to be one of the people that Google me. No, don't Google me. You can either call me if I'm not gonna give you my number.
Right.
But yeah,
don't do
you
that
can contact me. Find me.
Alright, cool. Thank you so much, Isam. I had such a blast. I love you. You know, I'll call you later. I'm going to call because I have his number. Thank you so much, Circuit viewers. You know that I'll bring you all of the latest and greatest from right underground. If you don't know them, I'm going to bring them to you. I'm DJ Sienna Chanel, guys. Okay, one more time. So Isam, we have all of these amazing paintings, but I just really want to know what's the premise behind the whole idea of Black Boy. It's on the back of your jacket, and it's most of the paintings in here, and it looks like you have something to do with the eyes, especially. So just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's definitely all about perspective to me and how we look at things, and it really stems from our childhood, really. So I looked at a bunch of different men who I related to in some kind of way. Like, I don't know if you know this, Sean Ross. Sean Ross, incredible albino model who's like killing it in the scene right now. Like, for most of my childhood, people teased me and called me albino my entire life.
Really?
I mean, it was ridiculous. And it made me feel like, can you curse?
No.
Okay. It really made my self-esteem really, really drop to a really, really low place. And when I see somebody like him, you know, really grinding it out and making something of himself. And now people are allowing themselves to see people differently. Everyone doesn't have to look the same. They don't have to have the same complexion. Like, people can be different and it's okay.
Right.
So, you know, I wanted to do something with him. Like, there was something about the anger that used to come out of Tupac's mouth a lot of times that, you know, if you see I put like his mouth in there. Well, he's like one of the few people whose mouth I put on there because I felt like his anger was directly coming from his childhood and like all the stuff that he saw with his mom, his father not being there. He was pissed, he was angry. And I related so much with that about Tupac that I was like, I have to do Tupac. And you know, with everything that's going on with Ferguson, everything that's going on, like
you have Emmett Till in this one too, right?
Emmett Till, Rodney King, Trayvon Martin. This is not the first time that this has happened. It might not be the last. Right. But people have amnesia. They forget. Once it's gone, they don't remember it no more. They're shocked all over again.
Especially our generation, this like cookie cutter, like microwave idea of things.
Exactly. So, you know, like even to Michael Jackson, you know, I definitely admired the Jacksons for a long time. You know, like he's like one of the biggest stars of my lifetime. Absolutely. And to know what he came from, how he made it through. And yeah, he had some challenges, he had some things that he dealt with, but he became the king of pop.
No matter
You know
what,
I mean? Like,
right?
no matter what. And even to
matter
dream
what.
as big as Obama.
Yeah.
You know, being biracial, same issue that I grew up with, and to make it all the way to being the president of the United States. I mean, I just wanted to focus on men, strong men, who were all kings in their own right. And, you know, this kind of like gives you permission to dream bigger, to think higher, and do better for yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Perfect. Good.
That was great.
It was great.